G'day everyone. Whilst I prepare for another video, this one is going to be SS3's version of the boss rush with the league mechanic and how it works. It's got me thinking, and oops, excuse me. And the confusion cards have nothing to do with the nightmare, so I'm just going to rush a boss as fast as possible and kill it. But whilst just going through, I had free slots because I haven't been selling that much this season, and people are actually buying Queen's makeup kits for like 8 FE a stack, and all these ones that are 1 FE a stack. Like when I hand these in, I just salvage it all. Every now and then you'll see a Winter of Origin, or if you're super lucky, like Hafiz a couple of seasons ago, he got a Xbox from a Queen's makeup kit. But like, I'm happy with 8 Flame Elementium for a stack. That's crazy. And 1 FE for a stack of 6 gods. Oh, I wish I'd done this earlier because I destroyed like 20 stacks of these. If you got the extra slots, why not use it? And these are still selling for 30 FE a stack. That's nuts. I sold 700 of them last night for 25 bucks a stack, but yeah, like 6 god. Just sold. Crazy. I don't think anyone bought this stuff. But anyway, I guess if you're super lucky, you might get a Imperial Might or something. But that's up to you. These guys are zooming. Bingo just got his When Sparks Fly. All of his nodes are additional. Alrighty, so the pack scripts that I'll be using for this test are purely the nightmare ones. I'm not really interested in the map itself. I'm only interested in killing the boss, getting to the Plane Watcher, killing him, and getting into the nightmare as efficiently as possible. Quickly look at what we're going to be running. We're going to be running Voidlands, Filthy Forest, which is my favorite boss rush zone. Now I am only going with time mark 8.3. I can do 8.4. However, the final boss in the nightmare just takes about 3 or 4 times longer to do 8.4 than it does to do 8.3, and the only difference is 10% drop quantity. So I prefer to do it 3 times faster for 10% less drop quantity. This method will also apply for 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, 8.0. As long as you're in time mark 8, this strategy will work really, really well. I guess you do get a tiny bit extra chance for 1 additional deep space beacon, but it's 3%. It's not that huge, honestly. But anyway, time mark 8.3, Filthy Forest. Our trait deck is monsters, chance for additional flame sand to be, flame sand to be multiplied, rare gear to become flame sand. These don't really do much with my current pack spirits. I'll quickly touch on that after this. Chance for God of War to spawn and Quant, as well as all of the Cube of Rapacity. I'm kind of curious if a decent slate drops, and this is the big one. Chance for Desire Crystals to become Desire Beads. Beads are what you use to gamble in the shop and whatnot. So it was recently discovered in a Crow's Corner that the flame sand that can be dropped by this cannot be upgraded into, oh, sorry, not that one. That was just being multiplied by this, cannot be upgraded into Flame Elementium, or they didn't want to answer it. So potentially it does happen, but they didn't want to say it specifically. Otherwise, it would basically force everyone to take this card. What it does do, sorry, I'm getting distracted from the actual purpose of the video, but in here, if you have, like in here, we have nothing to do with flame fuel. However, if we change to my flame fuel one, all these guys, this guy is fluorescent memories. And this one is flame fuel. Now, the additional flame fuel drop, this is deceiving. It's not quantity, it's chance. How they explained it is when a flame fuel drops, you have a 64% chance that an additional flame fuel will drop. It doesn't mean if 100, let's just hypothetically say that if 100 Flame Elementium dropped on the ground, you won't get 164. It just means if one Flame Elementium drops on the ground, or one Flame Sand or one Flame Dust drops on the ground, you have a 64% chance that an additional Flame Fuel will drop. And that Flame Fuel that drops has a chance to be Flame Dust, Flame Sand, or Flame Elementium. The higher you go in the tier of content, the higher chance it has to be Flame Elementium. That's why when you're running this in tier 3s, you just see a bunch of Flame Sand drop. But if you're running this in Time Mark 8, you'll see a lot of Flame Elementium drop. So it's deceivingly written. It's not additional flame fuel drop quantity. It's chance for an additional flame fuel to drop. Now, I don't know if it's 64% chance there, and then 10% and another 10% chance after that one. So if one drops, do I have a 64% chance for a second one drop, and then do I have 10% chance for another one to drop? I don't know. Is it 74% chance, or is it a 64% chance, and then on a third roll, a 10% chance? Anyway, that's how the additional drop quantity works. By that logic, I would expect that the additional, where is it? Fluorescent memory dropped. I mean, they're effectively the same thing, but they're worded completely different. 24% additional fluorescent memory dropped. Does that just mean 24% more are dropping? Does it convert the drop pool to memory cards? I believe it works the same way. But who knows? And when a fluorescent memory drops, the additional that drops can be anything. So anyway, let's make sure we go back to the right pack spirits. It's a spirit, guys. It's not a script. It's a spirit. So Voidlands. 1, Filthy Forest is very, very fast. 2, the beacons, if you have to buy them. All the ones that I have dropped. That's probably a very poor way of looking that up, because I don't want to go through 7 billion pages. Beacon of the Dark Knight are worthless. Completely free, basically. actually worthless. But anyway, they're worth as much as 1 Netherrealm Resonance. Or 2. So let's get a clock up. Let's see how long it takes. And yeah, let's smash out some nightmares. I should explain one more thing. I've explained it in a different video. But so when you do a confusion card, Every map in this series gives 100% additional drop quantity in Netherrealm stages with a confusion card. Now, well, that's unfortunate that that popped up. Anyway, you're not going to see what it was, so that's fine. People calling you. Gosh. Anyway, so the plus 100% drop quant applies to the map. It does not affect the nightmare at all. Therefore, if you're focusing on the nightmares and getting to nightmares as fast as possible, then you just want a fast map. You want to clear the nightmare super fast, kill the boss, get to the next map, get to the next nightmare as fast as you can. Now, when I was doing 8-2 or 3 or 4, I don't know. When I was chasing all the maps around, I was averaging a map every 2 minutes, sometimes 3 minutes, depending if you get a bad map following that confusion card. But anyway, enough on that. We're not interested in the trait cards at all. And if you are doing deep space, the 100% additional drop quant from deep space does apply to nightmare. So we're going to do a test. We're going to do an hour or so in time mark 3 near space, and then we're going to do the same test in time mark 8-3 deep space and compare the results. You tell me if the maps are worth an extra 11 Flame Elementium per map, which equates to about an extra, 80 Flame Elementium per nightmare. Good luck making 80 Flame Elementium from every single nightmare. Sometimes you make 600. Hopefully we make 600 in this test. Anyway, let's see how we go. All right, let's just do one. Am I still in deep space or near space? Okay, there we go. All right, near space, 8-3. We're not juicing because we don't want the monsters to be harder. We just want to get to the nightmare as quick as possible. It's already on 30%, so I probably should have changed that. I got a lock one and upgrade. This is going to be a shit one anyway, but we'll see how we go. Activate Shield of War, God of War. I've noticed lately that the nightmare is taking a while to spawn, which is a little bit frustrating. But, oh, map. Okay, cool. Probably 0.02 of a Flame Elementium there. The benefit to this map is a lot of the monsters spawn just before the boss room. So that took a minute with me crapping on. Oops, I was farming Glacial Abyss. It's going to take a bit to get out of that habit. And yeah, so a minute each sounds pretty good. Let's just do that. Did one. Lame. Anyway, next map. Give me lightning. Lightning on this map's hilarious because you just get through it in like 10 seconds. Hopefully with that it's enough with the ones in front. Yep, done. I thought that was the boss for a second. Didn't get God of War. Doesn't matter. Next map. 50 seconds for that one. Do one more, then I'll see you at the nightmare. Pretty quick maps. I like Boss Rush. I was disappointed when I tried this in... oh, nice. I tried this in... I think 7-0, and it wasn't great. Nothing I can do about that. Yeah, but since that confirmation that the 100% drop quant on the map doesn't influence this at all. I have a higher confidence that this will be very, very good. So pretty good start. Normally when doing these tests, I would, you know, get towards the end of the hour and go, oh, you know, I'll just do the extra, you know, 5 minutes so I can guarantee the next nightmare. But because this one started on 30%, I'll just keep going and I'll end exactly on the hour, whether we're halfway through a nightmare or not, because that is only fair. So this is a pretty reasonable start. I'll go back and loot in a second. I just don't want to die. And it's a very condensed map, so it's easy to go back and loot stuff. And with this one, the routes are moving around. So wherever they spawn in the map is where their couple of FE loot pops out. Where'd he go? Oh, almost ran straight into that damage. This is a bad spot. I can't see him through the trees. How annoying. So we'll pop out the loot. Pretty decent start. I think this one's definitely worth the 0.5 Flame Elementium worth of maps that I ran to get it, considering that is 17 Flame Elementium, 32, you know, you get the idea. This is going to be a crazy test. I need to let the dog out to go wee, but I'll be back in a second. Alrighty, time started. Let's just pick this up so you know I'm not cheating. You can hold down A. It's actually quicker to just mash A as fast as you can. But I don't know. Since discovering that you can just hold down A, howling garbage. I seem to do it more often now just because I can. I'm so happy that someone in my brother's Twitch chat said that you could do that. There was a lot of stuff that I wasn't picking up just because I couldn't be bothered pressing A, even once. And, yeah. Unfortunately with Nightmare, if you... see, that's where the Nightmare route spawned. If you leave by your own portal, it chucks you out of the entire map instead of just back to where you were. Now, if this was a longer map, you could definitely just leave right now and restart. But it's such a short map that it only takes a few extra seconds to come and kill the boss, which gets you closer to the Plane Watcher. And the Plane Watcher has a 37% chance to drop a deep space key. So why wouldn't you? That's an extra potentially 17 Flame Elementium just for doing that. Bubbles come real, reset, and go again. Kill these couple. Hopefully you don't die. Lucky we're not going for experience. Voidlands is, apart from the card that you can get from here being kind of garbage, because it's Cascade of Sand, so it gives you 9.99 flame sand versus you know, boiling lava sea that gets you immolating flame. I mean, immolating flame's worth 460 flame elementium, which equates to about 40,000 flame sand. Join quality is normally pretty good. I kind of like the remove. And cube sucks. Alright. Double upgrades pretty good sometimes. But then every now and then you get the remove one. The remove sounds kind of bad, but then every now and then it will give you one where it removes everything and combines them into either a red or a rainbow card. Now, if that happens and you get 2 reds or 2 rainbows, and then you have another remove, you know, it escalates rather quickly, and yeah, it's pretty fun. Now, I realise that I'm waffling on a bit in this video, and I apologise. Of course, you can, you know, skip this part if you just want to see the results, but I've been having a lot of fun with YouTube this season. Oh, hello. What am I doing? I'm just running around talking shit. This isn't very good for a test. But I'm close to my 1,000 subscribers. I never thought I would get to a goal of 1,000 subs in the first year of my YouTube, but we're 9 away. And I was thinking about doing a I just had a thought, but it'll take too long to reset, so I'm not going to do it in this one. Just die, bro. Couldn't get close to him. There we go. He gave us an extra, you know, Thundering Waste is about 14 Flame Elementium, I think. Just for killing him. I was going to give away 10,000 Flame Elementium, but I asked, and it's not advised. So I think I'm going to take that 10k FE and either get 10k FE worth of beads and do that, or I will get, I don't know, I'm going to spend 10k FE in that video at the very least. It's just, how do I do that? Do I just keep mashing until I get some insanely godly gear, and then sell that gear? But then there's pretty much no guarantee that someone I want will get that gear. Is that the whole point? I don't know. I'd love to give away to the subscribers, or the commenters, or the likers of the videos, or even just the watchers. That's what I want to do. But yeah, anyway, I'll pause this here. Food for thought. Comment below what you think I should do. I'm also, this video is also my 199th video on my channel, which is kind of crazy in itself. I have made over 200, but the first, you know, the first 10 that I made were not good quality. They were made as a joke, and after seeing the reaction that people had, I've put more effort in. Please die, buddy. There we go. Oh, that's a bad spot to stand. Kill those. Oh, something dropped. I'll have to pick that up. Just hold A. Just do it. Compass? Nice. Anyway, this is my 199th video. The 1k sub special will be video 200. And I'll see you in a bit for results. That's the second one. Not amazing. Not bad. But not, you know, we didn't get what we wanted. Anyway. Alrighty, hopefully this one is pretty juicy. They all suck. Bam. Rainbow. See the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. That was actually not as good as I thought. How disappointing. Anyway. He dropped another one. What a legend. Thanks, bro. What's the realms? I don't know. And an Aurora ring. That was pretty good. they sell for 5 every single time. The one I'm building is likely to be pretty juicy. I'm not getting overly fantastic ones so far, but it feels like I am getting pretty good FE an hour just because I'm doing so many nightmares. I've almost built number 4, which is pretty cool. Look at that. That is just such insane density right at the end. Did he die? Yeah, I guess he did. But yeah, anyway. We didn't even get a single rank 5 beak. Oh, we'd got one. Sorry. Anyway, carrying on. Nice, just had a desire record drop. Just had another desire record drop. Holy shit. Cube. Funny stuff. 2 desire records in 2 maps. Why was that not enough to trigger that? Anywho. Nice. No! This triggered way too early. Ah, gosh. This is going to be lame. We got one. That's okay. I mean, it looks pretty, but it's not that much money. Boo. No, it popped. I wanted to juice it more. This is just a good deal. Oh, no. It didn't have anywhere to put it. No! Rip. Oh well. Looks pretty good to me. I thought that dropped. Fuck me. Funny. Alrighty, we're actually coming up to the end of the hour on this one, so I'm about halfway through a nightmare, which I won't get to complete in this hour. But I'm having a ton of fun, so I think I will continue this test going for as long as I don't get bored, and then I will, divide the FE by the amount of hours, because I feel like this was a very, very profitable hour. I just need to reply to this chat. So we didn't get any items, didn't get any skills. We picked up 175 Flame Elementium. Don't know how many of those, don't know how many of those. Maybe I'll put them away and keep track of that too. And that's it for this tab. So only 175 Flame Elementium for the hour. We did get 1 Queen's Grace, which is 132. We got 2 Desire Records, which are another 107. Let's just quickly tally this. Alrighty, so a pretty solid first hour. Unfortunately, I forgot to rename that, but let's just ignore that for a second. I forgot to separate my cards. I forgot to check how many beads I had, so they're not included. They're just extras, some freebies. I'll change up a couple of things for the next hour. I want to include the Profound Dream Talkings because they dropped, what? Holy shit nuggets. 12 each? I thought there was like 3 each. That's why I wasn't bothering. So that's, wow. We're getting like 2 or 3 of those every nightmare. And I think we did 6 nightmares or something. So probably over 1,000 Flame Elementium for that hour. Next hour is going to be more interesting. I will just quickly show you what I want to change. I want to change the deck. I want to get rid of... let's get rid of this. It didn't trigger even once. So I want to add in this. Because the boss was giving us, almost every time, he gave us a rank 5+ beacon. So I'm going to do this twice, and then I'm going to get back to Filthy Forest when the new round starts. And yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. Alrighty, there is the loot from the first one. Quick snapshot of the totals. And let's crack on with the next one. Oops. Looks better with zeros. Anyway. Wait. What? Ah, whoops. I'm a dumbass. That's better. Alright, see you in a bit. Well, that's interesting. I died as I was going through the bubble. So it just sat there for ages until it tried to respawn me. Very weird. No, it triggered at 50%. Ugh. I chose the one grey one to replicate. Lame. Alrighty, I'll show you this one. Unfortunately, something's come up, so I'm going to have to cut this video short. I was hoping to just be able to, do this for the next 5 or 6 hours and get a pretty good average going, but this is so chill. It's very low, I guess, cost risk, because it's costing you like 0.02 Flame Elementium every single run, which is it's ridiculous how cheap it is to do this. I do 250 billion deeps, so take that as you will. The entire cost of this character is about 7,000 Flame Elementium. That's at the prices of when I bought the stuff. Now that some things are ridiculously cheap, like the Winter of Origin, I bought mine for 500 Flame Elementium. Now you can pick them up for anywhere between 2 Flame Elementium, probably get you one as good as mine. I actually corroded a whole bunch, and they didn't sell, so I ended up fucking recycling them. Something that cost 600 Flame Elementium early on in the season, I just recycled. So pretty crazy, the price of things, how they come down. I guess I could make a budget guide for now, and I mean, you could build this character pretty cheaply, I think, and be able to do at least 7.2s. This would be super profitable even in 7.2. But yeah, if you've got the nightmare pets, this is crazy. Even if you don't have the nightmare pets, I feel like this would be pretty profitable. It's all about the luck of getting a good nightmare roll. And honestly, if you've seen my other nightmare videos, whatever. My other nightmare videos, I don't use the pets until I enter the nightmare. So the one where I got the 7 or 8 rainbow bubbles, that had nothing to do with the pets, because I only turned to the pets when I entered the level. So people have this weird misconception that the pets are giving me good bubbles when they have literally nothing to do with it. The pets are great when you're in the level, because they have additional drop quantity from nightmare monsters, additional drop dream talking drop quantity, nothing to do with the bubble. I don't have him at level 3, so I can't re-roll bubbles. And then when you get in there, I've got a 14% chance for the bubbles to drop at an additional time. So, yep. Let's have a quick look at what we got in the... Oh, it was 20 minutes before I started talking shit, I think. Again, I don't think we got anything overly great there. Got no skills. We got 61 Flame Elementium. 61, 496. Lost secrets and stuff. We got 1700 beads. I'll do the... You don't want to see this. So even though, honestly, the nightmares in that one didn't seem that much better, but it was about 20 minutes. So, yeah, I was getting distracted. I guess we had one good nightmare, but adding in just those extra few things, like we had an Edict Doom drop, that was 40 Flame Elementium. Just adding in the Secrets of the Glacial Abyss, that was an extra 20. So we had 100 of those drop in that 20-minute test. Just the small amount of beads that we had, an extra 5. At the end, the Profound, I feel like we got a lot of those last hour. So it's pretty comfortably, I would say, 900 to 1,000 Flame Elementium per hour. And it's pretty chill. So, yeah, pretty crazy. I would say that Boss Rush is back, and it is very good. I'm just going to quickly check my phone. We're at 990. So we're going to refresh. I don't know, 995 as of last refresh. 5 subscribers to go to make my 1,000. I'm so excited. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.